Hello. Alright. I have not done this in a while. So, switch some things around in my stream. Very exciting. Trying to get everything working right again. Actually getting a new computer for streaming this week, which is very exciting. So hopefully that'll solve all the problems anyway. Let's see. Cool. Oh, look at that. I have people. Hi, people. Dave! How are you, Dave? Oh my gosh, all the things. Yay! Thank you. All my little things didn't work though. That's half of what tonight is for. Ah, excellent.
Guess you guys aren't ready for that yet.
There's supposed to be a cool little spinny Wonder Woman-y thing when people follow. By the way, thank you, Flying Jackalope, for following. Super cool. Let me see if my dashboard is all set up. Very exciting to have a follow. We don't need roads. That was a test, but I don't know why this is not working. Let's try again. Alright, well, I'll worry about that later. Dave, you and I need to have a talk about our Rifts game, too. Because I feel like there's a lot, especially after some posts that were in the forum, I think there's some stuff I'm missing about playing a Cyber Knight. So I really want to just, like, walk through it with you at some point. Other than right now, because obviously right now is not a good time. But maybe we can get together early on Monday or something? I don't know. Maybe do, like, lunch or something? Alright, let's see. So center back. There we go. I just make things hard on myself, don't I? I always do. Move this around. So, all the things, yes. Hey, Sir Guido. Right now I'm actually at the cutting phase of sewing, which is by far my least favorite part. And I have no wine. I'm very sad about this. Get my good scissors, 1 second. Ooh, sounds like you're having a very good evening. The rum is gone. Obligatory "why is the rum gone" joke insert here. Can you guys hear the music and everything okay? Trying out a new mixing board, soundboard thing. In your belly is where all the rum is. That's where it should be. Nah, it hasn't hit your liver yet, probably. It takes a little while for that to happen. Alright, I'm gonna stand up. It'll be easier that way. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure it's not like too loud versus my talking or whatnot. Alright, we have front piece. Yay! Look at that. My dulcet tones are still audible. Excellent. 1 down, many to go. That was piece 1. Piece 2 is right here. Trying to get all my things set up for streaming, and it's not working all the way. That makes me a little sad. Alright, I'm gonna delete that and add it back and see. Let's see if this works. Ah, there it goes. Perfect. I assume this is a pattern of your own making, asked Sir Guido. Actually, no. Well, a little bit. It's based on a pattern that I got from my great friend Lauren from Castle Corsetry. I traded her some stuff for a custom corset pattern for myself. And I've tweaked it and moved it around since then. I use it as the base for a lot of different cosplays. So some of them I want, a V shape in the front. Some of them I want like an underbust that doesn't need any cups on it. So I just kind of tweak it. So this is like version 10 or something of that, but it's all based on her work, which is always amazing. And she's amazing. You got supplies in from your Happy Jacks. Oh, yay! I'm excited. I love the little book you gave me. I haven't been brave enough to write in it, though, which is, I guess, defeats the purpose, but I love it so much, I'm like, I don't want to mess it up. I also am predisposed. I have a habit that I collect journals, and I never write in them. I have a bunch of really beautiful, like, leather-bound ones that I've gotten from Ren fairs all over the world, and some really beautiful Wonder Woman ones. And I'm just not brave enough to write in any of them. Sorry, still trying to get all the stuff. Just us four, yay. It's super special. What are you talking about? It's like one of the nicest things anybody's ever made for me. It's super cool. It's all customized and stuff, and you had like the fabric all printed. It's amazing. One of the cool things I'm doing, I wasn't able to do it for the front piece, but for all these other pieces, I'm cutting 2 at a time because the fabric's folded over. So that just makes it so much easier and much faster if you cut more than 1 piece at a time. I also absolutely hate pinning pieces down to cut them. So I made these fabric weights, which are the coolest things ever. You can buy fabric weights too, but they're like stupid expensive. So why pay when you can make them for cheaper? He's due. So this way, I have 1 for each side. With only 1 of the petting. Yeah, pins are the worst. The worst. These are super simple. They're a bunch of washers that I bought at Home Depot, like the big washers. They're like that size. There's like, I stacked like I think 5 or 6 of them on top of each other and hot glued them together, and then just wrapped a ribbon around them. Hot glued the ribbon down. Super easy. Much cheaper than the ones that you can buy anywhere. Oh. I don't think I've seen those tiny little clothespin things that you love. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, like the little clamp thingies? Trying to decide, this pattern has like a couple different lines depending on which style I want to do, and I'm like, wait, which one do I want? Yeah, the binder clip things. I use those with leather sometimes. Because you don't want to poke holes in leather, because unlike regular fabric, it doesn't work. Anna Savage has all the coolest things, man. Yeah. Yeah, his workshop's pretty crazy. Although I actually haven't seen like recent stuff from it, or recent pictures from it. Huh. Hi there. No cat? I hope I'm saying that right. Welcome to the stream. Hi there. I am cutting out a corset, or pieces for a corset I'm going to start sewing soon for for classic Wonder Woman. You can see it off to the side over there. Classic cover of Sensation Comics. Oh, thank you! Thank you for stopping by. I don't stream as often as I'd like. Well, I stream all the time, actually. I just don't stream cosplay all the time. So, I'm very excited about this. This will be a new challenge. A lot more sewing and stuff. Like, not a lot of, like, armor build stuff in it. But the hardest piece, I think, is going to be the golden eagle on the crest. Thank you. I hope it looks great. That's my, obviously, goal, to make it look great. So I'm really excited. I went downtown yesterday and I got this beautiful gold leather. So that's what I'm going to make the eagle out of. So, should look pretty good. I've got the suede type material. This is just the lining, so it's just plain bright red. But it should be, but the actual outside of the corset is going to be like a red suede-ish, so it has a little bit of more texture. It's not suede, but it's something similar. Yeah, it's going to really pop, I think, so, which is exciting. I thought about, like, embroidering it and a lot of different things, but I talked to a lot of people who embroider. I do some hand embroidery, but people who have actual embroidery machines. And it's hard to get things to look metallic and shiny and pretty and stand out. Is what they told me. So I went for plan B, which was get some super shiny stuff and gonna cut it out and sew it on there. It'll be amazing, hopefully. Excited this year. Is everyone's doing like movie Wonder Woman, and I adored that outfit. Like, I absolutely adored the Wonder Woman movie, everything about it, so good. So I decided I'd go the opposite direction. So instead of doing the newest Wonder Woman, I'm doing like the first version. Yes, so these are the vertical pieces I'm cutting out. So, and when I start sewing them together, they start fitting together. Like, this is the center front, and then this one will go here, etc., around on both sides, and it'll squeeze me in the gut. So this is just the lining. So it's this red duck cloth material. It's very similar to like jeans, like denim. It's really heavy duty fabric, hard to stretch out. I've pre-washed it, so that'll really be like the structure of the corset, and then I'll be adding the metal boning after I sew it together. So these are for the sides, the spring steel is for the front, and then the spiral boning is for the sides that have to bend. Yeah, I love texture in my cosplays. That's why I like working with like real leather a lot. I don't really ever work with spandex, not because it's bad. It seems so flat and two-dimensional, which a lot of cosplayers use it specifically to do that because they want to look like they're right out of the page of the comic. For me, I like doing more like three-dimensional version. So, so if Wonder Woman was really in the 40s, what would she be wearing? I mean, maybe it would be like, it wouldn't be spandex because they didn't have that then. So, like, my thoughts were like maybe like a silk, but that seemed just like way too girly. But again, like straight leather seemed a little bit too hard, so I wanted to find something that was a little bit softer. So like suede just seemed like kind of the middle ground for me. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you noticed that. Yeah, I do. I really do try and put a more realistic look on things. to me, that's the challenge. It's like, you know, interpreting the design that's in the comics or whatever, rather than just doing it exactly like it is. Like, how, if this was a real three-dimensional thing, how do you make it work? Yeah, and group cosplays are so much fun, Flying Jackalope. I haven't done a ton of them, but the ones I've done are just so much fun. It's hard. Most of the group cosplays I've done I've been at San Diego Comic-Con, which is like insane. So it's always kind of an ordeal, but it's always fun. Yeah, the steel pieces, they make it really, really rigid. They really just hold everything together well. They also last really well. Before I started cosplaying, and also during for a while, I worked at the Renaissance Pleasure Fair. I did a lot of historical costuming before I started doing comic book costuming. And a lot of people use plastic boning for their corsets and stuff, and that doesn't always go well. Some plastic boning is heavy duty and it works great, but a lot of it is not. And if you wear it a lot, the plastic starts shaping like your body, so then it doesn't do anything to hold you in. Or if it heats up, sometimes it can twist and stuff. It's not good. But the metal boning will last always and forever. Alright. Take 2. My stack of pieces over there. One time you made a bodice? Yeah. After a while it starts being, I mean, I've done a ton of them at this point, so it's kind of like a no-brainer. That's why I save corset sewing till, what time is it? 10:20 at night? Can I just say it's 10:20 at night and it's like 90 degrees. I'm dying. I like, my hair's wet just to keep it cool. Oh, California, I usually love you, but right now, you were on my shit list. Oh yeah, the duct tape pattern method. I've done that. I did that for my, my Avengers Angel Hulk. I'm actually going to do that later this week. Probably won't stream it, but I need to make, if I get done in time, I need to make like a bunny suit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one of my corsets on, because I already have a pattern for that, and then do the duct tape for just the bottom, for my bottom, and then just add that piece, those pieces to the pattern to get a new pattern. Yeah, I'm totally on the West Coast. Oh, it's even later for you. West Virginia? How hot is it in West Virginia right now?
Intro. Forced laughter. Declaration of excitement.
It's 1:30 there right now. Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, I'm a night owl too. I work in education, so it's summer for me right now, which is awesome. So I'm pretty much, I've gotten on my summer schedule, which is like up till 2, sleep till 10 or 11. Although I'm thinking of just getting up early tomorrow and sewing for a while in the morning until it gets hot, and then taking a nap. Siesta. Oh yeah, she should wear 2 shirts. I actually wrap myself in cellophane wrap, which makes it incredibly uncomfortable, by the way. Super uncomfortable. Like the worst. That's good. I mean, for me, creative hobbies, like I have a lot of them, but you know, they're just a way to stay young, stay healthy, stay passionate about life and the world. I love cosplay, I love costuming, I love tabletop gaming, I love all these different things, and it just keeps me passionate, it keeps me fresh, makes it, life never gets boring, that's for sure. Well, sometimes it gets boring, because, you know, we all have to adult sometimes. Yeah, shirtless. I'm sure that was terrible for you, Sir Guido. Oh, you play Warhammer. That's awesome. Yeah, one of my other hobbies right now is painting minis. But I haven't done it on stream, or on this channel. If you go to Happy Jacks RPG... Here, I can type it in channel, actually. Happy Jacks RPG Live. That's the tabletop game channel I run. And I stream there 2 or 3 times a week, usually. Which is why I don't stream cosplay creation as much. But exciting and fun place to be. I rule it with an iron fist. Yes, if there was an iron throne, I would sit upon it unchallenged. It's my crazy school administrator managerial skills kicking in, making sure the games run on time and the people are there. You love her, yes. All shall love me and despair. It's my tagline. I have to finish my character diaries for masks, actually, speaking of which. And I don't think Stu still hasn't sent out the link, has he? I have to crack the whip on him. War Machine, yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah, it's because I blocked us from gaining more. Or did I? Oh, it's because I gamble. That's my problem. That's why Happy Jacks. And I think once in a while, like, Stu just deletes them to annoy me. But I really should just block Happy Jacks from actually getting beers. I can do that. But then it's also, like, when people come in and it's quiet, sometimes it's fun to, like, challenge them to a duel or something. I can't do that if we don't have beers. Yeah, and those are harder games to play online. The Warhammer, like, the war games. Although I have started seeing people do it more. At least with, like, tabletop RPGs, like D&D and all those, then you can at least, like, get an online game going with Hangouts or Roll20 and stuff. It's a lot easier. Do you play any games like that? No, Kath? Magic the Gathering, yes. Maybe I should start a Magic the Gathering night game on Wednesdays for Happy Jacks. I love that game. I have so many cards. Yeah, D&D is fun. Especially 5e. 5e is my favorite version so far. Not that I play... I mean, I played a lot of D&D, but in the last few years I haven't played a ton of it. Actually, that's not true. I guess we have... I've been in, I guess, 3 5e campaigns now. So I guess I have played a lot of D&D lately. You're right. Never mind. I lied. I'm actually really loving right now. Jason and I are in a Wednesday game. Like during the day, there's a bunch of teachers who are playing. We're playing the Powered by the Apocalypse Star Wars system. I am just so in love with that game right now. It is so fun. Ah, Forgotten Realms. Nice. Yeah, Sir Guido just posted the happyjacks.org/forum. That's our Twitch stream / podcast forum. And there's actually a couple forums there. There's one if you're looking for games in person, and then there's one if you're looking for games online. You're an old man? Seriously doubt you're probably older than most of the people I hang out with. I got to have a phone call with the people who run Palladium. Was it yesterday? Yeah. So that was fun. Talking to them about some possibilities and stuff like that. So that's super exciting. Yeah. Oh yeah. You're totally fine. Yeah, we're a bunch of old curmudgeons over there. But that's half of our charm, right? Yeah, I think most of our hosts for the show, we've got, I think, God, it's gotten a lot bigger now. I think we have, is it like 14 or 16 rotating players and hosts? I'd say at least over half, almost probably 2/3 or 3/4 are probably easily in their 40s or very close to their 40s. Some of them are older than that. But they'll be mad at me if I tell, so I'm not going to tell. But yeah, the forum has like, I feel like it's like over 1,000 people. I know, I wasn't talking about you, Dave. I know you're not in your 40s. You and I are in the same range. Short Circuit. To be fair, like, even though I saw Short Circuit, like, I might not have gotten the reference. Like, I've seen it, and it was one of my favorite movies when I was little, but, like, I don't know, unless I, like, had something to give me that context, I'm not sure I would have, like, on that. We have a chat channel that's not part of Twitch that this conversation happened in, no Kath, which is why you don't know what we're talking about. Yeah, Dave, so you played old school games where you're not like the older group. The fact that like Palladium Rifts was like your first game, I think belies your age a little. I watched actually the first Ninja Turtles movie today. The one I think it's from 1990, with like the action suits. It actually holds up super well. Like I forgot how actually really super impressive those suits were. That they can fight and do backflips and all the facial movements and stuff. It's actually like really good. Gotta love practical effects. Yeah, it was super fun. I love that movie. And then just to have it actually hold up and like Splinter's like super like emotionally charged. You're like, oh, I love this. But God, just watching some of that stunt work in those crazy suits, I was just like, especially now that I do costuming and stuff, we're just blown away. And the way they actually like add mist to them to make them look like they're sweating and stuff, it's just like super before its time, I feel like, but maybe not, but it's just amazing. Oh yeah? Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, the Vanilla Ice theme. Yeah, totally listening to that at the end. You're just like, oh my god. Oh man, those graphic novels were great. Totally, like so different than like what ended up making them so popular with the cartoons and stuff. And Palladium has the Ninja Turtle system, I believe. Yeah, the ninja rap. Because nothing says hardcore like Vanilla Ice, dude. Yeah, it was super graphic. One of my friends had it, and I've seen it like online, but it's interesting that something like that became like this icon of, yeah, Palladium did Ninja Turtles. I'd be interested to see. It's supposed to be more gritty, I think. I think it's like more after the graphic novel than the cartoon. But it's fascinating to me when things like that hit pop culture, like the graphic novel, and then become super child-friendly, like childhood cartoons. Oh, nice. Yeah. Leonardo was always my favorite. I know he's like the goody two-shoes, but that's kind of me too, so I think I just like identified with that. Like everybody loved Raphael because he's like the bad boy, but no, for me it was Leonardo. And then Michelangelo's like the cool, like party guy. Where did you see that? The picture of Leonardo facing off against Samurai Jack. Michelangelo, yeah, party one. Yeah, I can see Samurai Jack totally kicking their butts. I mean, there are turtles. Donatello. Nice. He is underappreciated. I think part of that's because he was like, I don't know. He like had the least cool weapon, I thought, I guess. Is he? He's part cyborg now? Yeah, he's a nerd. See, I always felt like Leonardo was the nerd, although I guess that's true. Donatello was. Oh. That's dark, man. Actually, I need to catch up on that stuff. I super traumatized my sister one time. She was just a little bit younger than me, so she was like hardcore Ninja Turtles fan. And And she's like, I showed her some stuff from the graphic novel one time, and she was just like, oh my god, this is, no. Obviously when we were adults, but. Good night, Sir Guido. Thank you for hanging out. I'm gonna give it till... I'm gonna get all the pieces cut out that I need. And then I'll probably start sewing tomorrow. I'm just gonna stream almost constantly for the next week while I get ready for San Diego, probably. This is my plan. Oh, I need to add my music thing. 1 second. Let's see if I can figure out how to do this. What are you up to, Flying Jackalope? You're like lurking. There we go. Oh, cool. I'll take a look at it. Aw, thank you. I appreciate you keeping me company. I love The Wire. I totally like binge watched that last year. It was like my cosplay prep binge watching show. I actually just have one that I like just watch straight through for hours and hours and hours. My least favorite Wonder Woman outfits? You mean of mine? Or just in general? Like, in her comic book history? Because those would be two very different answers. I hated her outfit when she, like the whole 90s storyline where Artemis took over the mantle of the Wonder Woman, and she wore like that biker with like the blue little jacket and then like the bondage black outfit. I dislike that one intensely. I kind of liked the idea of that storyline, but I mean, just the over-sexualized nature of the artwork anyway. Yeah, the biker chick look. Yeah, exactly. I just think it was just like so weirdly done, and I don't know, it just was strange. And I really dislike the art from that era of her anyway, because most of the time she's got like a thong on, even in her Wonder Woman outfit, and you're like, why is an Amazon wearing a thong? I don't understand. No, I didn't mind her wearing pants. The Odyssey outfit with like the black pants and then her top, and then she had the little jacket. No, I didn't mind that outfit. It was different, and it was also like an alternate timeline, but I actually don't mind her wearing pants at all. When they were going to give her pants for the New 52, I was fine with that. It seems more logical. It'd be easier for me to cosplay her. Yeah, I didn't mind. I was sort of surprised, actually. I really was excited when the New 52 was going to give her full pants. And then when they took them away again because people, like, cried out about it, I was surprised. And, I mean, I was fine with it going more traditional, too. But I actually really liked the difference, that kind of style with her and the pants and everything. The white pantsuit, yeah, when she was, like, Agent Prince. That was a cool look. And I liked the kind of dichotomy when she was having, like, that, the secret identity and stuff like that for a while. I prefer her when she's just Wonder Woman and doesn't have a secret identity, because I think that makes her stand out more among the Trinity of DC. But yeah, Secret Agent Prince. And I feel like the love story in that run was a little convoluted, but what you gonna do? They're gonna write her to fall in love because that's what they feel like people want to see her do. Which I don't always mind. Like, she doesn't have to be like celibate nun or something like that. But he didn't seem worthy of her. I forget what his name was. But like, he didn't seem worthy of her. Kind of a goof off. Oh, the Bat, 100%. Totally a much better fit with Batman. Yeah, I mean, I get, like, the whole power thing, like, but I figure, I mean, like, yeah, like, sex would probably work better with Superman, but I feel like Batman is a better match for her in every way. Because he's truly, like, a warrior at heart. Batman is a farm boy at heart who puts on the warrior and puts on the cape to be, you know, a flying Boy Scout. And I like Superman. I don't, like, there's some people out there who, like, really dislike him, and I'm not one of those people. I enjoy his stories, and I enjoy his comics. But just because they both wear red, white, and blue does not mean that they should need to date. Yes, JLU's the best with that! Oh, poor Batman can't date. Might break into his brooding time. Like, my favorite. He's like, my enemies could come for you, and she just, like, grabs the gargoyle on the roof and, like, crushes it with her hand. Like, the best. So best. Like, perfect. Yeah. I haven't really gotten into the Injustice stuff at all. Like, I've played the game a little bit, but I have not followed the comics at all, because I mean, it's an alternate timeline, plus it was so obviously just written to market the game, I was kind of not interested. Yeah, Golden Age Superman's awesome. I've liked Superman since then, but he liked Lois Lane in him. Like, I think that's a great match, and I don't see why Wonder Woman needs to, like, cut in on that for any reason. Lois Lane is also an awesome character in her own right, and a much better fit for Superman. Because Superman, underneath it all, really just wants to be normal. Like, he just He's a normal kid. He was raised in a normal life. Like, he probably would want a normal person. He wouldn't want, you know, another superpowered being like himself. Yeah. I did really, you know what, the one exception to that is I do like their kind of romance budding in, just went blank on it. Kingdom Come. And the graphic novel with Alex Ross's art. That made sense to me. Because it was like, far in the future, Lois had died, like the world was a completely different place. Superman had been changed fundamentally by what he'd gone through. So to me, it made sense that he would then be drawn to something different. Yeah. And actually, Wonder Woman from Kingdom Come, her gold armor is like, that's like my epitome cosplay that I'm gonna do someday. Like, I just have to, like, every year I step a little bit closer to doing it. I just have to really nail down because I want it to be, like, perfect. Like, I don't want to screw it up at all. Interesting. Yeah, the kind of contrast as a character with him being a child in real life is amazing. Like, that's a really interesting and unique thing that they went with. I can't imagine being in that meeting where they were like, what if he's actually a kid? So yeah, that's always interesting. Because he has that, it explains the kind of childlike, you know, I guess, Boy Scout view of the world. Where Superman, you're like, eventually he'd probably get a little bitter, things like that. But with Shazam, I mean, he's a kid. So yeah, the fact that he has that black and white mentality of the world makes more sense. Black Adam, yeah. I haven't read a ton of stuff with him in it, honestly. I should do that. Alright. All the vertical pieces. Now it's just time for the boob cups. I really like there's magic with them too. With Shazam and Black Adam and stuff. I think that's awesome. It's just a more original thing. I know at the time Superman, when he was created, was super original, like an alien from another planet, you know, whose homeworld was destroyed. That was kind of an interesting, unique storyline. But now at this point it's like, all right, we've got like 50 million Kryptonians hanging out on Earth. I actually am super surprised though. I've actually really been enjoying the Supergirl TV show. Like, I never watched it, like, when it was new and everyone was, like, raving about it. Because I just was, like, a non-believer. I was like, because I haven't been super big into Arrow. And, Flash was fine, but I lost interest fairly quickly with that as well. So, but Supergirl's actually kind of held my interest, so that's cool. Oh, Silver Surfer, yeah. Which documentary are you flying, Jackalope? I'm assuming you mean one about Superman? Then there's a couple out there. I love when stream conversations become this. Actually, one of the things I'm thinking of streaming, I'm not allowed to show the movie, but I could, like, live stream me watching, like, DC or Marvel movies and, like, have the timestamp of, like, if you wanted to join in, like, this is where we are in the movie, so it's, like, an hour and 10 minutes in or whatever. and just have me like rant about it the whole time and talk about it. Oh, Batman. Cool. Yeah, so it's like a commentary. So you'd see me on the screen, like on my couch watching it or something, and like talking about it as it went. Oh, Batman and Bill. That one's on Netflix right now. I haven't watched it yet, but it's on my queue. Is it good? So I should watch it? I had Batman, so I was like, okay, I'm in. Is that your nice way of saying you wouldn't be interested in my commentaries? That you already have commentaries and you don't want to cheat on them? I usually, yeah. Well, thank you. Yes, I've heard of him, and I knew that was on Netflix. Actually, I don't know very much about his life, though. I'm kind of ashamed to say. So I'd be interested to see more about that. Well, thank you. That's very kind of you. So, what I'm doing right now, I have the fabric folded a bunch of times because this is the top of the breast cup. It goes like this. And I have to cut a bunch of them, so it's easier if the fabric's folded to just cut them all out at one time. It's a story about getting Bill Waters creative credit for Batman and the struggle that came with it. Oh, interesting. Yes. No, Kath. This is a remix of Doctor Who. If you look up on the top of the screen over there, the name of the song and the artists are playing, a bunch of, I reached out to a bunch of geeky artists. A lot of them do remixes or guitar versions of nerdy songs, and they were nice enough to donate their music to my stream and say, yeah, I can play their music royalty free as long as I credited them. Yeah, I know of Bill Waters, but it's not... That's actually been a big problem with so many comic book creators. Yeah. I'm a War Doctor girl. He's my favorite. And that just shows that I'm dark and screwed up. But I think it was Rocket Raccoon. Like I forget his creator's name, but his creator was living in like pretty substantial poverty in like a pretty dilapidated rest home somewhere. But he got royalties and stuff from the Guardians of the Galaxy movie, and it's like completely changed his life and his care that he's receiving. I was gonna say Bill Fingers. It's like there's a Bill Waters that I know on Facebook, but yeah, yeah. Calvin and Hobbes. I love them. I was so sad when he stopped writing those for the... It just like broke my heart. Good memory, no calf. That's okay. I'm so terrible with names. Playing Jackalope, like, which I shouldn't be. As a teacher, you'd think I'd be good with names, but I'm not. It usually takes me like a month in school to get everybody's names. I'm like, oh god. Evidently there's a big power outage going on here in LA. So far it's missed us, so if I suddenly disappear, you'll know why. Yeah, but the big thing is, Flying Jackalope, you cared enough to double check and look it up. So there's lots of people out there who just give out information and don't even double check that it's right. So props to you. Well done. Alright, so last piece, guys. Last piece for tonight. Very exciting. I think I'll start sewing tomorrow. To do some tests on that leather tomorrow, too. How long have I been cosplaying? Good question. I've been doing costuming stuff for like 15 years. Long time. I started actual cosplaying, like, comic book characters for conventions, and 2011 was my first year doing that. But I've been sewing and doing stuff a long time before that. But that terrible Wonder Woman pilot aired, the one with Adrienne Palicki, who's awesome, by the way. I love her, but, like, that whole Wonder Woman show was just a nightmare. It didn't actually air, that pilot, but stills from it got released. And, I got super mad, because a bunch of people were like, see, she looks like an idiot. Nobody can ever make a realistic Wonder Woman. Like, they'll never be able to make a Wonder Woman movie, because she looks so ridiculous in a bathing suit. That's my, impression of assholes on the internet. So I got super annoyed, because, like, I had this vision of how it would actually work, so I got a blacksmith friend of mine from the Renaissance Fair to make me some armor. And, yeah, I've seen it on YouTube. It's awful. She, like, flat out murders people. It's the weirdest thing. and she like tortures a guy in a hospital. And so I wanted to make like a realistic looking, like show people how it could look, and I was basing it kind of on Roman armor and like gladiator skirt and things like that. And you know, I was sure I was going to be the only person to dress up at Comic-Con because I'd never been before. It was my first year going. And then as I was doing it, I was like, discovered this whole thing on the internet called cosplay, and all these people do it. Yeah, she is, totally. So that's kind of what I've always based my Wonder Woman cosplays on, is this idea of realistic leather, metal cosplay. And then we did, if you look over here, I was part of a Wonder Woman short in 2013 that blew up the internet for a little while, which is super exciting. And we've actually been told indirectly and on the DL, like unofficially, by people at DC Comics that it was our short film that really made them add Wonder Woman to the DCU. And if you look side by side at our costume and the one they ended up going with for the movie, there's a lot of similarities. But they were like, yeah, your short got 5 million hits in a week, so we realized people did want to see Wonder Woman, so it was kind of cool. I don't mind her killing people either, necessarily. Like, she's a warrior, but, like, she threw a pipe through, like, a security guard's neck or head or something. Like, it was like, he's just a dude, like, hired security guard guy. Like, her killing Ares and stuff like that, her, like, fighting, you know, military, you know, enemy combatants and things like that, totally. Like murdering security guard dude, or like torturing a guy who's already laid up in a hospital bed, like those do not seem like things she would do to me. Yeah, she's not like, I mean, she's definitely not she doesn't shy away from killing, but she also doesn't just kill all the time indiscriminately. Like, if she has another way, then that's what she does. Oh, yeah! Linda Carter, man. Actually, this is like my undying... Like, I've never really watched very much of Linda Carter's Wonder Woman. Like, I know a lot about it, just because I'm such a big Wonder Woman fan. But I've never just sat down and watched it. I probably should. But yeah, I definitely want to do a Linda Carter cosplay sometime. I think that might be next. Like, maybe not next, but like in the next year, I definitely want to do that. I already have the boots for it. And it would actually be very similar to the cosplay I'm making now. So that'd be interesting. Childhood crush, yeah. Lots of people say that. Yeah, Linda Carter made me realize I was really attracted to women. Thank you. Yeah, I have fairly similar features, facial features to Linda Carter. A lot of people say in certain pictures I look a lot like her. I don't know if I do. Yeah, she's pretty awesome. She did a great job with that show too. Like, it could have been super campy, and she just like brought this kind of dignity to it, which was really cool. It was fun. I actually just the other day watched the episode of Supergirl that she's in. She plays the president in an episode of Supergirl. And at one point, Supergirl's like, "Oh, nice plane," and or nice jet, and she looks at her and she's like, "You should see my other one." I like loved it. I lost it in that moment. So good. I have a very different body type than Linda Carter, but yeah, I don't know. I don't see the resemblance as much as some people do, but there's like 3 pictures where people like lose it and they're like, "Oh, you look just like Linda Carter." I was like, I don't know, maybe. I think with my, if I got my hair like all done like that, it would probably be a stronger resemblance. But my arms will never look like hers. I did swim team for too many years. Like, I will have muscles on my arms forever. Oh yeah, Lou Ferrigno. I've heard mixed things about him on the cosplay circuit. Like, people who do conventions, like, for a while I think he was not doing well. I think he's done better now that like the Marvel movies are out and he's kind of tied to like the Hulk's past and stuff. I think he's doing much better now, but I think there was kind of a while there where he was not doing well and he was kind of a jerk on the cosplay circuit. But I don't know him personally, so I don't know. Alright. So here are all my pieces. You know, I'm going to pin them together, actually. That'll make it faster tomorrow. I got them out of order. Damn it. There you go. I have all the pieces numbered because when I get tired, it's sometimes easy to accidentally flip them. If I number them, it's much harder to get them out of order. Actually, if you like Linda Carter, no, Kath, if you haven't followed the channel already, follow the channel and you'll see a cool thing. I might be able to do it for you too. Let me see. Here we go. There's Linda Carter for you. Where do you watch it? Where do you see the... Is it online? I bet it's probably on YouTube somewhere, right? The original Incredible Hulk? Ah. Huh, that's cool. The El Rey Network, huh? I have to check that out. I remember watching it when I was younger, but I don't remember a ton about it. So you can see now kind of how it all fits together, each piece. Perfect. And the cups, but they'll be a separate piece. Awesome. Well, I think that's going to be it for me tonight. Tomorrow I'll pin and sew this stuff. So if you're free and hanging out, check it out. I'll probably be on for quite a bit of the day. Although it's going to be really hot here tomorrow, so I may have to like cut it a little short in the middle of the day. So I'll move this over just a little bit. There you go. Oops. Oh, that's awesome. I'll check that out. Next Friday I'll look. Alright guys, thank you guys for keeping me company. It was awesome. I have so much work to do in like the next week and a half before Comic-Con that I'm gonna be here a lot, so chill out. Also streaming on Happy Jack, so you should definitely check that out, no cap, if you're interested. If you're not, that's cool too, no worries. Thank you for, may your dreams be sweet and pleasant. Thank you very much. I hope so too. Hopefully I don't dream of sewing things together wrong. That sometimes happens. So I'll talk with you guys later. Bye. Ah.